So our second speaker was born on the 25th of November 1956. Where were you? Had your parents even planned you? Yes. So he was born on the 25th of November 1956. And if you know the history of Assemblies of God Campus Ministry, you know it started as AGSU, Assemblies of God Students Union. He's part of the pioneers of Assemblies of God Students Union, which is now AGCM, when it started in KNUST. He was the first Sunday school superintendent, and he's a civil engineer by profession. So he's a brilliant man of God, and I'm so happy that he's a November born. And he's the former deputy director of the Department of Urban Roads. He is now retired, but then he's not just retired and not doing anything. He's working. In fact, money is working for him. Let me scratch that. Money is now working for him. He's a farmer now, and he owns real estates. Yes, real. And you fake ones, maybe real. He was voted as the best district farmer and has been the regional best farmer on 2 occasions. And as I speak right now, he is still the best regional farmer, and he comes from the oil city. Gentlemen, ladies, please let's be on our feet and invite Inc. the Graft Yansa Afro.
Thank you very much. Shall we take our seats? Shall we just say a prayer then? Our Father, that you will enlighten the eye of understanding, bring meaning to your word, teach us to apply it to our lives, that our life will be that which will bring honor and glory to your name. Thank you, our Father, even in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you very much for inviting me. You know, we engineers, we are different type of people. We have different set of, and the way we speak, we are perfectionists. We try to make sure that things get perfect to the point. But in our organization, we do things, maybe some people say because of the mathematics and things, we do things and get it. So if it is not well organized, don't worry. But the truth is that I'm going to be able to tell you everything you need to know as you step outside there and whilst you are on this campus, how to live above average. I was chatting with a lady and I told her, the lady, above average, media is at the top. Above average, more average, above you need to aim at the top. That is me. That I told you we are professionals when we are civil engineers and we think. So quickly, the things I'm going to share it in 3 areas. I'm going to look at it as time, humility, and service. These are the commodities that you need to be successful, to live above average, and to catch the attention of any person you are going to work with. I'm going to explain how you are going to get job. There's a job there. Everywhere there is job. It is just because you don't know how to get a job. But if you follow these principles, you will be able to get a job. So let's start. I will look at my notes because normally I don't look at my notes. Good. So the first thing I want to talk about is time. Time. Now look at it. Bible says, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. God was in the timeless past, came into the present time and created the first day, second day, third day, and the seventh day. Then he stepped out. Please, time is the currency of the earth. Time is the currency of this earth. That is the only commodity we all have equal. Nobody has different time from anybody. The difference between me and you is how you use your time. That's the only difference. The difference between me and you is how you use your time. And you can use your time efficiently if you have a purpose. I always say that purpose is the product of time and patience. I don't know whether I'm becoming too technical. I will be explaining it. You see, time is so essential for us, and I've said it's the currency of the earth. I see most people, and what they say is that I wish I was born to this family, or I was like this one, or if I had this chance. Please, if you say that, it's an insult to God. If you're a Christian, you need to ask God for forgiveness. God, in his best plan, has placed you where you are because he wants to give you a testimony nobody has. If I tell you where I came from, I should never be able to come here. My father was a driver. He never finished school. I went to school with barefoot all the time. But here I stand today because God is doing something. You see, when he says he lifts you out of the miry clay, you see, you are in a dungeon or a hole, but again there's clay inside. So you can't even walk, so you are stuck. So you need a lifter up of your head so that he can place you somewhere. But this God will do so that he will give a testimony. And then when you are talking about your testimony, everybody will see and say, yeah, I mean, so why am I saying that? No, obey. So never, where you are placed, I'm only going to show the steps how you will lift yourself out of that place and then become who you were born to become. When I say purpose, you see, one of the things, I've encountered so many people, but 80% of the people I've encountered don't know why they are here, why God created them. And I know if I try to do a test, most of you don't know why you were created. You are here for a purpose. God never makes a mistake. He never just brought you here. You were given birth for a purpose. And if you don't realize your purpose, you will not become a stepping stone for the other people. Other people are depending on you to also take off. So when you don't make it, countless normal people will be down there. The first speaker was saying how he came out the first person, and then he was an example. I came from a Muslim background. My parents are all Muslims. I was the first to become a Christian, and it was really difficult. But along the line, my life was so much transformed, and things were moving on very well that all the other mothers would say, today, as I speak, 99% of our family are Christians. You see how, so where I came from the Muslim background, but God was using it for something. And today when I meet a Muslim or I meet anybody, this past Thursday, Wednesday, I went to my father's hometown. You know, it's my great grandfather who brought Ahmadiyya to Ghana. So me, if I'm talking about Muslim, not the other, the town that Ahmadiyya called Ekrofu, which is their Mecca. That's where I come from. That's where my father comes from. And when it is their festival, Wednesday, I went there. That's when we go to do the crusade. From our father's house. So God has a reason and a purpose. Don't ever belittle where you come from or why you are very low. But he wants to give a testimony that when you speak, people will say, oh, then it means God can also do it. But let me go to, so I've spoken about time. That is the currency of the earth. And time is what, with time, you must have a purpose. Because if you don't have a purpose-driven life, then you won't know what is the value of time. And I've said most of us here don't know why they are on this planet. Even a lot more people don't know why they came to this university. You see, you just pass, and everybody is going to the university, so you also came. The course you wanted, maybe they didn't give it to you. Then you end up, mommy, be the man. When I go meet you, they will see that I have come to the university. I'm sorry, but if that is the case, you can even rise out to the top, but you will never be happy. But you need to know why you are here, because this time, if you know why you are here, you will use it very, very well, efficiently. I remember when I wanted to go to the university, I know that I wanted to do science, and I must study. Whilst my friends were playing, I must study, because BBI one or menko. Then getting to the university itself, everything should be A. I had a man in civil engineering. You see, with that alone, it changed how I use my time. A lot of our friends were praying because they know that what they are doing, they can always do it, but we cannot. So you see that if you have a purpose in your life, it directs how you use time. You utilize time. Most of us use time anywhere. I meet people, where are you going? Say, my friends, brothers, sisters, cousin is having something, so I'm going. Your friend's brother, sister, and so the women put their funeral, especially when the person, something is coming from abroad. This funeral will be nice, pa. You know, Aquasia's sister's friend came from the US and the sister died, and they don't know what to use time for. Show me anyone who is not successful in life, and I can show you people who don't know what time is. That's why time is the currency of this earth, and you need to know how to use time. So I will situate it in our context. When you are going to get a job or you are in a place, it is how you use your time. Most of us will go to work at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Those who know me, when I was the deputy director, I was the deputy director, but I go to work at 6:30. 6:30, I'm at the job place. And I took it upon myself to train all the young engineers. So if you take the Department of Urban Roads of today, almost every engineer there was trained by me. So see, if I want something, will I lack anything? Concern, if you need a road somewhere and there is urban roads, my name alone can earn you something. Why? Whilst I was in that position, I didn't forget that I needed to light a lot more candles. A lot of people, when they get to position, they forget that their light will one day go off. You see the Roman Catholic candle, the big one. So normally when it's in the middle and it's lighted, he thinks that it will never get finished. But it gets finished. But what you need to do is to light smaller candles around you. When your light goes off, the place will still be brightened. They will not see you are gone. Please be very careful that anytime you see, because you are in the university now, those your school boys and your friends, you are not my type now. Look, they are your type. No human being is an island. Give them attention because you are going to need them. I have just told you to use your time carefully. Time is the currency of this earth. If you don't know how to use time, you are not going to make it. So the little time left with you, most of us we will wait. I was part of it demo till I learned. When exam is approaching, then we'll be putting our feet in water, we'll be doing other things. No, you don't know the value of time. What were you using the other time for? You needed to use the time very well, planning how to learn, so that by the time it's exam time, you will still be sleeping. But you will go and make it because you were using your time very, very well. So time, you told me 30 minutes. You know me, I use the time you give me is what I use, and it's finished. So mine, I will go back to the next one, which is humility. I will now, when I finish, I will bring it to the workplace or the place you are going to look for work. Humility. You see, When we finish the university, sometimes it makes us think that we are the wisest people. Even to our parents, we think that we are wiser than them. It happened to me. I've learned civil engineering. My father was a driver. He had never finished Form 4. My mother sells clothes. What wisdom can they impart to me? But I missed it. Look, school doesn't give you wisdom. There's a lecture here, but let me show you. School only gives you information. The school only gives you information. Me, I was a civil engineer. What they taught me, if I was to use that one outside there, I wouldn't have gotten any work and I wouldn't be able to perform. But the information, one good thing about humility is that, you see, it helps you to learn. When I finished school and I went out there, the foremen and the thing, I was sitting with them, I was chatting with them. I humbled myself, so I learned most of the techniques from them. Because they know it more than you who have come from the school. It is only that you know the sciences of it. So as you take the practical knowledge and add the science, you see, you add the science which was an information given to you. When you process it, it becomes now knowledge that you can keep. Let me go quickly. And that knowledge, if you don't add understanding, you will not be able to solve any problem. My mother made me know how to learn. This is how he did it. He said, Kojo, I didn't do how can you explain civil engineering to a clothes seller? How will she understand? But this is what I did. Every subject, I will try that I can understand it in Fanti and I can explain it to my mother. My mother, before he was dead, can see road problems and say that my wife is by default an engineer. I have one of your people here, Ebna, Makaros Ebna. He worked with me for only some few months and he said, Daddy, I'm my engineer. Look, if you have understanding of the subject, you should be able to tell a biological sciences, sociology. You should be able to make it very easy for everybody. And that is when that language or that knowledge can be turned to wisdom, because it is when knowledge is used to solve a problem that it becomes wisdom. But what you say, so if you learn and you can't solve any problem, but the theories they gave you is what you are going to take outside there, you won't make it. Because when you solve uncommon problems, you make uncommon money. I hope you understand. You look, about 400 of you will be passing out every year. All these 400 people are going to look for a job, the same field. If you are not extraordinary, you are not going to make it. Because all of you 400, so your knowledge becomes so common. And when I say university degree, why common? So you are looking for a job where you can't get. It is because you are not solving problems. Your knowledge is supposed to help you solve problems. And once you solve problem, people will need you. I'm not going to employ, I'm now a farmer. I'm not going to employ someone who is doing agriculture or no. I want somebody that will help me solve a problem. So please, as you are here and you are preparing yourself, don't just go for information. Try to understand it. Bible says, in all you're getting, get understanding. Then now you can be able to, then it becomes, once you are processed, it becomes knowledge. It's like corn. When you plant the corn, when you take the whole corn, it's useful. Cow will eat some, but you need to process it so that you can take the corn cap out and take the corn out of it. Then you can make banku. Until then, it is only for the cows and the others. You see? So knowledge, information is just like that. If you process it well, then you can get the corn. Depends on the understanding you have about corn. Then you can transform it into banku. That is wisdom. because you are solving problem. And because you are solving problem, you are sought after and everybody wants you. Please, do you see? So we are here, we are learning. Let us not only chew and pass for the lecturer. My pass, first class. That's first class work. They will take you and they will regret. We have a company, we have a poultry farm, and when we were picking the people, the first set of people, they pick people master degree in agriculture. Our poultry farm failed. It took me, who is a civil engineer, to go there, explain the thing, and the man who has the master's degree in agric left, ran away. The things they were doing doesn't work. And on your theory, you see, they want people who can produce. That's why they went for a master's degree guy. But once you are not turning out the results, they can't maintain you. Please. So whatever your lectures are teaching are important. They are information they are passing on. But you have to mix it and go beyond that and understand it so that you can apply it, so that it can solve problems. I was standing there with the lady. I was sitting in a car. So I intentionally asked the lady. There was a tree standing there, flower, and it's tilting towards the west. So I asked her, why is the tree doing that? All the flowers here. It's just because the tree is so. I say, You see the problem? When you were in school, you were taught the value of the sun and the tree. How the sun utilizes the sun to produce food. You see, where you place it, in the morning the shade of the building is here, and in the evening the sun goes here. So it's bending towards the sun to take the food so that it can process food. Do you see? So now, then I asked, how will you use this knowledge? I said, this one I was taught, but I said, no, this knowledge can be used a lot in so many areas. So when I want to plant trees and they should grow straight, I should know where the sun moves and stay, where the shade is and not, and you can get it. And when you gather trees together, they will grow very tall. That's why when you go into the forest, the tree, why? They are all seeking sunshine from the top. You see, I'm only trying to use one of the basic. We are using basic information from JSLs to solve problems. So your real this thing is to solve problems, but to get it, you need humility. Then you can humble yourself, go and learn. Bible itself says that if you exalt yourself with pride, God will bring you down. But God will exalt anyone who is very humble. You see, with humility, you can be ready to learn. With humility, you can go to other places, humble yourself so that you can know. Don't ever think that because you finish the university, you are more intelligent than the people of the world. Most of the people I have encountered and have money have never even finished SSS. You know that. Most of the people who are very rich in Ghana now, they never even finished SSS. So it is not because you have finished university so you will become rich. It is application of that knowledge. And again, humbling yourself so that you can learn. You see, don't go out there thinking that you know it all. It happened to me. Maybe a civil engineer, no, science in Chadam, this one is wrong. This one, no, daddy, I know that what you are saying, no, it won't solve the problem. But going along, I realize that when we sit at their feet, the grown-ups say that what an old man sitting down will see, the young man can climb a story building, he will still not see it. So that it means wisdom. They have wisdom not because of school, but the application of life treatment to them had made them learn a lot of things that they can pass on. So with humility and taking from them, you can learn a lot of sense from them. A lot of the businesses, a lot of the things that I changed in my life came when somebody asked me only one question. He's called Steve Mensah in Takoradi. He just saw me, he's a friend. He said, Afo, so China sorry no kwedman where you were there, then. This is just the question that changed my life. So how can they sack me? Me, I'm qualified. I'm a civil engineer. I have my certificate. If he sack me, I will go and look for another job. But then when I went back to bed, the Holy Spirit used this to haunt me. And I realized I became naked that when they sack me, immediately my children cannot go to the school they go. My food eating will change. Yes, I don't have the money. My children will start selling maybe ice water. They can no longer attend the school they are attending. So it means man must do something. Like he said, your academic work alone, or the one work you are doing may not be able to help you alone. But you need to solve problems. Because when you solve problems, you will make money. So I started thinking. I normally tell people, wherever people are gathered is a market. Do you know that? We have created a market. So those who are very intelligent and understand business will make money out of you who have gathered here. There are very fast people and intelligent people. And I saw it outside there. They brought some drinks, and they know you will be thirsty. They know you will be hungry. You see how the intelligent people solve problem. So anytime you see people gathering, there is a market. What share of the market can you take? Oh no, you are only taking money from your pocket. Then you will never live above average because you are buying everything. Wherever people gather, everything you will buy. What are you also sending to somebody so that you will be able to make it? So that is the important thing that you need to understand, that wherever people gather is a market. Now the next one is service. How to serve others. As Christians, we are actually called upon to serve others. We introduce Christ by how we serve and do our work. So I will quickly show you by service. Wherever you are employed, if you serve very well, you are going to make it. And when you are placed anywhere, you want to gain employment, please don't do eye service. Serve very well. I normally say when you are writing application or you do your service, don't even look for the money. Just go ahead and start working. Work. Ask them, boss, it may be once they have closed, you know you are not taking any money. So we are finished, boss. Oh, I will work. I want to gain more experience. I don't need any money. I just want to work. Look, if you come to work very early, you do very good service. Who will not like such as a worker? So by the close of your service, they themselves will be forcing to take you. You see, it is service. I did my service at highways, and anytime you come, I'm there. I'm asking the boss, what can I do? There is a book, if you read it, to help you. There is a how to win friends and influence people. If you read that book, it's going to help you a lot. How to win friends and influence people. So anywhere you go and you are working and you love that environment, you want to work there, please humble yourself and serve. Serve very well. You see, don't do eye service. I normally say I don't live to please anyone. That's me. I don't live to please anyone. I follow my purpose in life. I know why I came to this earth. So me, when I'm dying, I can say with Paul, I've run the race and I've finished the course. And there is set before me a crown, because I know why I came here to this earth. And I know that I'm following my purpose. And with my purpose, time and patience is key for me. And I'm following on, and I know me for certainty. Not that be a mania crown and me young. The work why I came to this earth, I've accomplished it. And I'm supposed to be stepping stones, and I will be a stepping stone for other countless people. Anyone who had encountered me, life will be different, because he knows I will explain a lot of things. I heard you people talking about like marriage. Look, if you have a purpose in life, it is never difficult to choose a lady, or a lady choosing a man. So who to help you go there? How is it difficult? But you yourself, you don't know where you are going. So any place is a destination. So how can you find a woman of your choice or a man of your choice? But because you know where you are going, you need somebody who will give you that helping hand to reach there. If that person comes in and he doesn't fit the purpose, he is not the one. Thank you very much. I finished. Because my time is up. It's time. In fact, I'm in that one. So